Well, we got started, but as soon as I was making a lap around the field, I smelled smoke up in the cab. Sure enough, I get out and look, and there's smoke coming all up there. Well, this is no longer going to be a hay field. We're turning this into a row crop field right here. There's Dad. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Daniel and you're watching Triple R Farms, and it is Wednesday, October the 19th. And today is going to be a soybean harvest video. Yeah, I'm going to get my combine going today. But first I got to come over here to James's tractor. I got to check something on the GPS right now. He is going to be disking the field with double hockey sticks in the valley. He's going to go over it. We've already disked it once. We're going to go over it twice, and then maybe Thursday, I think the plan may be we may start bedding. Philip may be bedding Thursday, but we're trying to get that land bedded before it starts raining, and it never stops, and we can't get in there and it's too wet. Always forget every time. Alright, here's my little cheat sheet on what I need to do to change back from corn to soybeans. I always write it on the outside of my operator's manual so I don't have to flip through here. Cheat sheet, basically. So, concaves, we're going to leave them just like we had them in corn. We got a round bar on the front, left, and then large wire in the back. This pulley right here, we got to change the speed. That's my chopper pulley. We want to change that to fast. There's the concave. We got the round bar in the second position on the right. Large wire in the front. This one's a little tricky right here. We got to swap this belt right here to this pulley. That is going to slow down the elevator. It's going to make it go at a slower speed. We also got to swap it down there. I know we didn't do a very good job of washing, but we're going to put it on that pulley back there. We got to loosen that nut. We don't have to do anything to the feeder house. It is already in the correct position, so nothing to do there. Other than that, we're going to grease it up real good, go over all the belts, make sure they're in the right tension. Going by those springs, we're going to check the chains, like that one right there is a little slack. And also we're going to spray the chains, and then we should be good to go. Okay, chopper speed. Push in. Want to go today? What am I doing wrong? We're close. Real close. All right. This one takes a while. Oh boy. That one's gonna be hard. Goodness. Got him. This. Put the spacer on the back side. Pulley back on. Whew. Put it on the big pulley. That's the right one. And that's how she goes. That looks alright. Good, good. What do y'all think about this chain right here? It's kind of borderline. I'm thinking about leaving it alone. You don't want chains tight, too tight. Yeah, we'll leave it alone. If anybody was wondering, the bearing that went out on Dad's combine, it's a bearing right here. It's actually two of them. This is on your feeder house chain drum, but this one back here is the one that went out on Dad. You had to take this cover off and you'd see it, but that's the one. Almost forgot one thing that we have to bolt on to the feeder house before we hook up to the soybean header. These babies right here. Well, I think she's pretty much ready to go. I just washed her up a little bit, filled her up with diesel, we've greased, we've oiled the chains. The next thing to do is go over there and hook up to the MacDon draper head. I got to go over it real quickly. Shouldn't have much to do there. I was in wheat last, so shouldn't have any broke blades or guards, knives, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, the prep for the header shouldn't take long at all. Then all we got to do is get in there, get my iPad, get all the settings on soybean, and yeah, we're ready to harvest. But before we do that, before we leave the shop, we got one more thing to do. Yeah, you guessed it. All right, there they are. We're going field goal. We got bottles, plastic. Hold up, I gotta try it again because we had a lot of them that were real close. So we're gonna do a second try. This is it though, I promise. Well, we did improve. We got 1 out of 3. I mean, field goal kickers, they get to practice before the game, don't they? So we got the header hooked up. Got a little used motor oil on the blade, get it slicked up. Everything looks okay. Just walking around looking at it. We greased it, so that's ready to go. Had to put my chopper blade, had to put it down where it'll do some chopping. And I'm not sure what gear the rotor is supposed to be on. So we're gonna take a look. All right, here we are, soybeans. We need to be in number 2 on the rotor gear, and we were in 1. This is the only thing about these case combines that is a little aggravating. Is changing this rotor gear. All right, see, it's lined up in number 2, but I don't know. I have a lot of trouble swapping from first gear, second gear to third gear. What you have to do is try to turn it on, and I watch this rotor speed. If it gives me a speed, we're in a gear. Hey, hey. Beautiful. Well, we got started, but as soon as I was making a lap around the field, I smelled smoke up in the cab. Sure enough, I get out and look, and there's smoke coming all up there by that ladder up there, right where the engine is. Wasn't a lot, but it was definitely smoke. And anyway, I just found out what it is. It's just a little piece of trash just sitting on the motor up there, just kind of barely smoldering, you know, and that fan was blowing all the wind from the radiator right on it and keeping it burning. Basically some type of residue just like this. Anyway, it had gotten caught. It was just sitting right down in here, and that's where it was smoking, right where my finger is. Right where that wrench is. It was just sitting right there, just smoking and kind of barely burning. But I think it's stuff coming off this right here. Got a little oil mixed on it and chaff. Anyway, I grabbed my jug of water and I poured right on it, and it immediately went out. But I'm trying to get the rest of it out so it doesn't do it again, using this little zip tie to rake it off. I'm gonna pour a little more water down around here just to wash off any more chaff that's caught in a weird spot that's gonna get hot. I mean, what is going on? Got some kind of little curse on me. Everything I drive has trouble. I will say this, and pay attention right here. If you're a combine operator or a cotton picker, whatever piece of equipment that you deal in farming, pay attention to this tip of the day right here. If you think you smell smoke when you're riding in that cab, don't keep driving and combine and make another round, make another lap, question yourself, am I smelling smoke, am I not? 9 times out of 10 you're smelling smoke. Get out, check your equipment out, check the bearings, you know where they catch on fire, and just address the situation immediately. Do not wait, because you may lose a piece of equipment by not taking the time to get out and check it out. Tip of the day. Man, if you're not hungry, you're gonna be hungry now, because look what Phillip just dropped off. Woo, it's gonna be good. Hancocks. Look at all those fries. Barbecue sandwich. Look at that. Man, that's gonna be so good. Let's get to eating. Man, y'all, look at that sample. Look at that. That is just as pretty as you can get right there. There's Dad. You can see him way across there, that big dust pile with the red dot. Okay, I just about got the combine set up right. I couldn't do any filming. I had to make sure this thing, especially with that fire I had right when I started, I wanted to make sure I pay attention and get the combine set up perfect, just like I want it. Then I could do some filming. So I've just about got it set up. It's 5 o'clock. Have not calibrated it yet. Dad's got the moisture checker in his combine, so I need to calibrate my moisture, and then we'll calibrate the yield. But I'll probably just do that tomorrow. Main thing was I wanted to get the combine doing a good job, having a clean sample in the tank, and not running anything out the back. Anyway, I've got that pretty much dialed in. I've been letting this automatic automation setting. Anyway, I've been kind of tinkering with it, and I've just about got it like I want it. I'll go over all that tomorrow. But yeah, some good beans. We've finally moved into a pretty big field, so anyway, we'll finish out the day combining in this field, and tomorrow we'll calibrate the yield and all. I'll show you all that, and then we'll get some cool drum footage. What do you say? question of the day is, what is this thing and what are we using it for? We're going to be taking it over there in the valley. This is going to be the field where James, we've disc it once right after we harvested the corn. We had to disc it twice just to loosen the soil back up and break up the clods even more. We don't like doing any tillage, but what we're doing to that particular field, we got to reshape it. It's usually bedded because it's wetter ground, and over the years of equipment running over it and rain and just whatever, the field has gotten out of shape. So James is going over it for the second time, disking right in front of Philip. Philip's going to be using this. This is what we bed our land with. It's a Bigham Brothers Hipper Tumbler Bedder. I think that's the name of it. But anyway, this is going to be throwing up a bed right where the row will be and getting it out of that water. So I know it looks a little rough, been in the weeds because we hadn't bedded in like 2 years. So anyway, she'll still do the job even though she doesn't look pretty. So we're putting water in the front tank because it's really, really heavy. And that's what we're doing now. Once we get that filled up, then we're going to be heading over to the valley and we're going to be setting up this baby. Not bad. I know it's a little cloddy. That's just the way this dirt typically is. What's going to happen is over the winter we're going to get a lot of rain, and these clods like this dirt is what we call it. It'll melt, and you come back out here this winter, it'll look flat. But now we're on a raised bed. That's what we want, out of the water. Looks good. So what was the other brand? What better that you're talking about?
Far City.
Most common.
Now, are they still in business?
No, I think they went out.
Yeah.
Remember years ago when
Do-All, Far City Do-All.
But
It was a mini Do-All out there.
KMC makes one.
It was an arm came down, then it had a disc, and you could set it in about 3 positions of how much, and they were directly opposed to each other. And they were just,
And it was 2 discs?
it was 2 discs on each side. And you
Smaller and
staggered.
larger.
They were staggered. The long arms, you'd have one row, and then the short arms would be the up. That would prevent trash. Also, one bedded here, and the other bedded further back.
We are cruising right along this morning. All I've got is this little section right here left. I got a little triangle field right there that the deer hammered. I got to finish it. And then we're going to be over there. See that pile of dust? That is Dad. We're going to be joining him in that field very shortly. Beans are cutting good. They're yielding. So in the 60s and 70s, not too bad for this part of the field. I'm hoping it's going to be a lot better over there, because that over there's looked really good all year. But moisture is hanging around 11.9, somewhere in there. The automation feature on this combine is working absolutely unbelievable. Still, the more I use it, the more impressed I am. I'll go over that a little later. But yeah, we're cutting. Got a broke knife. Combine like this, can you?
Man, it was cold this morning.
Yeah.
I got 5:30. I think a bear had thrown stuff in that green light.
Really?
I couldn't get them brakes off of nothing. Air seeping out of one. And just now, I guess it had thawed out. I moved out the way.
Yeah, that sandwich was good.
I bet it was.
He got you one down there at Black Lagoon?
You gave me one.
Did I give you one?
He gave you two, I think, that day.
Whew. I don't even eat tomatoes, and I eat everything on that thing.
Whoever make those sandwiches, they make them good.
I eat it all.
Why you don't like tomatoes, man?
I don't know. I like ketchup, but I don't like tomatoes.
Yeah.
But on that sandwich right there, I eat it all day long.
I can take a whole tomato and get me a little salt. Eat the heck out of here.
Gonna have to move this pivot and make sure it's going the right direction. Okay, that's right. We want it to go that way. Whew, take a look at these beans. Aren't those pretty? There are some good looking beans. Well guys, that is going to be it for the video. I know it was a long one. It was just a lot of stuff to get into one video. But anyway, we are out of time for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I finally got my combine calibrated and everything. The automated part, I was going to tell you about that. I'm going to be filming tomorrow. So I will tell you all about the automation part, which has blown me away again in the next video. But the beans are cutting good. They're anywhere from that 50 to 70 range. Clean, combining good, everything's going in, nothing's going out the back. But I'll talk about all that in the next video. So as for this one guys, we're done. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And oh yeah, subscribe. If you want to subscribe to the channel, come on. We'd love to have you. Check out our website. We got t-shirts, we got hats, we got visors. Go check it out. We did it all ourselves. My wife is shipping it out all from home. It's all in-house. So go check it out and tell us what you think. And if you want to order something, go ahead and order it and we will get it to you quickly. So here's the link up here, www.rrfarmsal.com. Anyway, see you on the next one guys. We're out.